How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. And I was wondering, y'all like game shows? Really? Like old school game shows. Like, remember when Wheel of Fortune, they had the little conveyor belt with the prizes on it at the end, and you took your winnings and picked the prize off the thing? Or am I just making myself sound really old? Either way, today we're talking about the video game adaptation of a popular game show from the 1980s. This final version of this show ran from 1987 to 1991 and was hosted by the legendary Alex Trebek. And if you have beef with Alex Trebek, or you have something mean to say about Alex Trebek, call me and we can deal with it. Yeah, we can deal with it. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about the video game adaptation of a game show, which means that this game was published by Game Tek. It's not Jeopardy. So, yeah, because Jeopardy, for what I know, primarily has run in syndication forever. This show ran on NBC. Today, we're going to be talking about Classic Concentration. Now, Classic Concentration was way different from Alex Trebek's other role as the host of Jeopardy. In Classic Concentration, you had two contestants and a board with a bunch of numbered tiles on it, 25 to be exact. And the object was to solve a puzzle by revealing the pictures under the different colored tiles and use those pictures to spell out a phrase or to say out a phrase. And there were lots of different ones, and it was pretty interesting to watch this unfold. The game on its own could probably be pretty mundane, but you have a host like that, then it kind of works pretty well. The video game iteration of this, it's interesting because, and it works well because video games, there's trash talk there, there's people, if it's a party situation, you have people behind you yelling out guesses and stuff like that. That wasn't something that really happened a lot that we knew of in the, you couldn't have somebody behind you talking about, blah, 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 blah. Like, you couldn't have that on TV. So that party game aspect made this game fun. It follows the rules of the game show pretty closely. And yeah, games like this work best in multiplayer settings. So if you're somebody who doesn't really play video games with others, this and the different versions of Jeopardy and different versions of Wheel of Fortune, stuff like that, wouldn't really work for you as a gamer. And that's sad because, again, these video board games were actually pretty cool, and Classic Concentration is a prime example of that. It's kind of no frills. There's not a whole lot happening here. It's pretty straight to the point. And it's one of those games where you can definitely see that, yeah, this game is pretty cool. Now, if you decide you want a copy of Classic Concentration, yeah, you can get a copy for about $10 here, $11 there. It's not an expensive game. And these video board games pop up all over the place. So finding one is pretty easy. And this one, much like the Wheel of Fortunes and the Jeopardies of the world, Game Tek really didn't have a hard time making these video game shows. And this is a great example of a game that didn't need a lot of legwork to make work. And if you add enough people, it can be a whole lot of fun. This has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow. Hey, figure skating on the NES. This is gonna be, it's gonna be bad.